So now we're going to show the color of the actual object. So that's what I mean by putting in our middle tone. So here's my yellow chalk that I use for the plate. So I'm going to use this to fill in the areas along the edges of the cake here and the edge of the plate. But when I do it this way, like I'm using the side so it covers more of the paper because I'm filling in an area. I'm not coloring in a spot. So I'm not using the tip of the chalk. I'm actually using the side to fill it in. What I want to do now is I want to blend that in. So I could use a paper towel, I could use my finger. So I'm going to pull the chalk around. And here what I'm doing is sort of evening it out. So you can look here and see where this sort of has a painted on look to it. The color's looking more of the same. But here we have all those splotchy light and dark areas. So as you do this, your finger might be picking up some of the chalk onto it. So if you need to put some more on there and blend that in, of course, do that. So I think this needs some, and I think over here this needs some, and this bottom edge. So I get right up to the edge of the piece of cake, but I do not want to overlap onto it. That will have its own middle tone color. So here I've sort of evened out the way the yellow looks. I'm trying to make it look like it doesn't quite have light parts and dark parts yet. That will come later. So I have a paper towel nearby. I can use that for blending, or I can use it to wipe the chalk off my finger so I can keep going. So here I'm going to add color to the side of the cake slice where you would actually cut into it and see the inside of it. So I'm using this orangish brown color. All right, and then we're going to even this out. We see it's still contrasting with that purple, so it's showing up pretty well. I'm leaving the top a separate color because if the cake has icing or frosting on top of it, then that would probably be done a different color. So I'm going to switch to this bluish green color here, and I'm going to put that on there. And you notice like the colors show up really well on the colored paper because they're acting like paint. They're covering up the color that is behind it or underneath it. And I see chalk dust there, but I'm not going to blow it away because I know I'm going to use my finger to blend that in, or use your paper towel. But if you use your paper towel, make sure you're tinting it over one finger so you're controlling what touches. You don't want to just rub like you're kind of using a dish rag. You're going to be very intentional with how you do this. All right, so now I have that blended in so I can think about other decorative elements that would be on the cake slice.